Hello gentlemen traders and investors. Thank you very much for helping us. Links can be found in the description. Now we will consider the current performance of the company Eltek Ltd, ticker ELTK. The review was created using current data as of May 31, 2024. According to Classification Guru.Markets company Eltek Ltd, ELT, belongs to the subcategory Prom Electron. 59 companies participate in the assessment, which is very representative. Let's start with summary data for the company. Let's look at each indicator in more detail a little further. If necessary, you can pause the video. We invite you to study all the parameters of the company in question more carefully. Access to the database with the classification of company tickers is free and open. Thank you for your repost, as well as other support. This is extremely important to us. So, friends, let's begin. Market capitalization of the organization Eltek Ltd valued at $0.08 billion. And the capitalization of the subcategory is $669 billion. Eltek Ltd, ELT, accounts for a share of 0.012% and is one of the very small companies in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is estimated at $0.03 billion. And the balance sheet capitalization of the subcategory is $127 billion. Eltek Ltd accounts for a share of 0.026%. Having made a comparison of the occupied shares of the exchange and book value, we will see the following. Occupied share Eltek Ltd, ELT, in the subcategory in case of stock market capitalization assessment is 0.012%. The book value is 0.026%, which is 117% more than the share of market value. Assessment of the organization's share of the market and book value of the subcategory. Good, 1 point. The analyzed company's debt obligations amount to $0.006 billion. Debt to book value represents 20% of a company's equity. Result on the company's debt level. Good, 1 point. The balance of the company's market price to its profit corresponds to 11.1. The average in the subcategory is 32.3, which is 66% lower than in the subcategory. Assessment of the company's market price to its profit in comparison with companies in the subcategory. Very good, 2 points. Profit for the last 12 months was $7 million. Forward earnings for the next 12 months are tentatively expected to be $7 million, which is 0% more than now. Assessment of expected future profit indicators in comparison with companies in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The company's price-to-revenue ratio is 1.7. The average for the subcategory is 2.7, which is 37% lower than the average for the subcategory. Evaluation of market value to revenue ratios in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. Revenue for the last 12 months was $50 million. Projected revenue for the coming 12 months is expected to be $50 million. This is 0% more than currently. Assess projected future revenue performance against subcategory performance. Good, 0.5 points. The margin is 13.9%, with an average in the subcategory of 8.3%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 5.6%. Marginality assessment in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The company's share in terms of the number of subcategory personnel is 0.033%, which is 175% more than the market capitalization share. This fact shows the discrepancy between the current market value of the company Eltek Ltd, rather towards underestimation. The amount of market capital per employee of the organization is equal to $238,000. And in the subcategory there are $665,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 64.2%. Estimation of the company's market capital per employee in comparison with the indicators of subcategory companies. Good, 0.5 points. The amount of profit per employee is $19.5 thousand. The average in the subcategory is $20.6 thousand. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 5%. Estimated profit per individual employee compared to subcategory performance. Tolerable, 0 points. Revenue per individual employee of the company is $141,000. In the subcategory $249,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 77%. Estimation of revenue per individual employee in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, 0 points. Shares shorted are 1.4%, compared with the subcategory average of 3.3%. This is an indicator of possible short squeeze risk. Indicator RSI 14 shows a level of 58% for the company Eltek Ltd, ELTK. For the subcategory, this level is approximately 54%. Technically, subcategory securities are valued in the same way as company shares Eltek Ltd. Comparing the dynamics of the company's share price Eltek Ltd and subcategory shares. We see that over the past 12 months the company's shares Eltek Ltd, ELT, showed dynamics of 41.9%. Against the price dynamics for the subcategory of 20.9%. This does not clearly indicate anything, but it is necessary to keep this fact in mind. Before showing the total score, I beg you, write your assessment of the company Eltek Ltd in the comments to the video. Your comments greatly help the development of the Project Guru.Markets. The overall result is 6.5 out of 10 points. The average result for the subcategory is 2.3 points. If you look very broadly, within the entire US market in general, we can see that the average result for the market as a whole is 0.3 points. Against a score of 6.5 for the company Eltek Ltd, ELTK. Let's go to the order table, which is available to you. The link is in the pinned comment. The order table contains absolutely all decisions of the stock valuation reference system Guru.Markets. Access to the order table is absolutely free and free. Link in pinned comment. As a result of stock analysis Eltek Ltd. Information and reference system for stock valuation Guru.Markets, a decision is made. Open a deal because Eltek Ltd. ELT, the most undervalued company in the subcategory. Let me remind you that earlier on November 15, 2023, an order was published. Company ticker SANM. Evaluation Information System Guru.Markets, a decision is made on this order. Close the order. Profit amounted to 37.7%. Thank you all for watching this video and for using the information and reference system Guru.Markets. You really are the coolest audience.